Hello all the warriors, this is Roy. Welcome to Arena, and today there's a lot of cars. Actually, they are all RS systems. So there's from the oldest one all the way to the latest one. Okay, so I know I have been uploaded for the RS system for updated for very long. So today I'm gonna show you all from the old one all the way to the newest one. Okay, so let's start today's video. Let's go. Before we start the video, if you haven't subscribed the channel yet, you can press here for subscribe the channel, and also don't forget to press the bell so every time when we have a new video you will know it right away. Thank you. Okay, so here, this is the RS 2.0, 2.5, and 3.0. So the 2.5, basically, because for this 3mm, the plates, at the center, there is a longer hole. So at that time, I'm thinking it's just using screws and tight at the center, and using the rubber O-ring to tight on the both sides and be able to do a pivot, something like that. So, but it just, at that time, the pivot wasn't really popular at that time. So I was thinking, you know what, there's a pivot, so I want to do my way. So then I start creating this is the RS system. So how it exactly works, so we can see this the rear RS 2.0. So it's same thing. The center, there's the screws, and the left and right with the rubber, and basically it's just doing a pivot, like going back, moving back. And also at that time is just like the AT as well. See the AT. Okay, so this is the original RS 2.0 systems. So this is original RS systems, and then become to the 2.5 because I think it's too heavy. So I will ask my friend to do a CNC cut, and he'd be able to make the things is more clear and lighter. So then we become to the 2.5 like this. So it's still doing the pivot and also the AT. Okay, so this is like the 2.5, and then my friend just gave this idea. Then also that's how the 3.0 came up. So 3.0 is like this, then it's a sliding at the center and can also do the pivot. So I'm using the back to do the example. So you can see the pivot can do like this. Of course, the movement is a little bit less because the space we can do is really limited. So, but it's still doing a like pivot, and also can do the sliding. So this is the RS 3.0. So this is the first 3 version of the RS system. Okay, so then let's go for the next. Okay, so here is the 4.0 and 5.0. So the RS 4.0, it also has the pivot and the sliding, but this time an upgrade the AT into the independent AT systems. Because before there's a bottom support, so the whole plate is moving like that. So I want to do something different. So now this is become like the independent. So like you see, one side can move, the other side can move, and both sides can move. So this is like adding the idea for independent AT systems. So, but this one also can still do the pivot and sliding. Can also like the AT. And this one you can do, as you can see, there's a screw here. So what you can do if you don't want it to do a pivot, and you can put the screws there, and just like there's a lot of functions that I can choose just the AT, I can choose just the pivot, and just the sliding. So that's a lot of options by all the different type of the screws holes that I can choose to make the system just doing the option that I want to go with. And of course the back as well, there's I'm using the same idea as the front to do the rear. So like the pivot, and also the sliding, and also the AT. So this was the RS 4.0. And then we come to the 5.0 is basically there was just one day my friend just shared with me his idea. And I pretty like his idea, but just like I want to add something that I wanted to. So like I said, like the independent AT system, that was the time, like at that time it was like the one I really liked to. So I trying to make the idea, the concept from my friend, also adding my idea, and to make it become the 5.0. So as you can see, this one is still become the independent AT systems. So it's still independent, but because the front is like it's like a sliding, but the movement is like this. So what it does is doing like this. Okay, so it's not like sliding, it's just from left and right. It's from the back all the way to the front. So it's moving like a pivot, but actually is a little bit similar to the sliding, but it's moving is similar to the pivot. So this is what is the 5.0 was. And the rear, I was trying to do a bottom support RS 4.0, but with the spring at the center. So that was just trying a different idea. So those are the 4 and the 5 RS systems. Now we are going to the latest RS system number 6. Let's go. Okay, so this is the 6.0, but of course this is, if you see the video that I went back to Taiwan this year, this was the one I'm using in Taiwan race. But this one doesn't do the pivot at the moment because at that race, there's no such digital. So using the screw, you can see there's a screw here. I tied it, so it makes it there's only pivot. So like a basic setup, but still can do the AT, like independent AT. Okay, that's still the same in the back as well, like AT as well, but no more pivot, just because that track layout doesn't really need the pivot. And so this is the 6.0, the original prototype. And then because I went back to Taiwan, then I see there's lots of people and there's lots of different type of setup. So it gave me some ideas, sees what else I can improve for my RS system. So this is the next one that I do is is the same concept, but I make the cutting different, like the way you're cutting it is different. And also pull the side for the rollers all the way to the maximum back close to the shaft, so you can see how close that is. So this is it's like a pivot, but it's all the way like more longer. And so what it does is doing like pivot like this, okay, but also still do the AT independent. So to me, the things I find out is if I pull this roller all the way back to there, so when it's hitting the track, because it's on the side, right? So it's not just the pivot, it's also doing the same thing as the sliding dampers. So that's why I just kind of like this kind of a setup. So I start making it and start studying it and also trying to upgrade it. So at the back as well, it's just doing the same thing as like the pivot and also like the AT, and do a long tail and pull it all the way back. So because this is like a kind of popular setup right now, is trying to pull the roller all the way back. So this is like the 6.0, I would call like the officially 6.0. And then this one is kind of not big difference. The only difference will be I do a little bit cutting right over here, if you can see, and try to get the whole front is a little bit lighter, because you can see this one is lots of screws and lots of nuts, everything. So I'm trying to make it as a little bit lighter, because especially here I'm using screws and try to tie it with the O-rings. And for this one, I straight just do a little bit cutting on the carbons to make it as a hook, so you can straight just hook the O-rings. So this is the upgrade for the 6.0. And now let's see the final version of the 6.0. Okay, so this is the RS System 6.0, the final version. I know today's video is a little bit long. There's lots of talking, I know, but you can pass it, like skip it, or just speed up for the video. It's okay, because I just want to share with you guys about how I did it and what's the difference and what else I do, and to upgrade myself and upgrade my systems. Okay, so this is the final version of the RS 6.0. So if you can see the front, you can see it's way more clean than before. Because before, if you do compare with what I have before, see how many screws and nuts there, and this one, don't you think it's like more clear now and more clean? Okay, and so this is basically how it is. So of course I do a little bit find a way to do a lot of different cuttings to get away from all those screws and nuts, to make us still have the same movement. So which means is like the pivot is still working as the pivot, okay, and also still have my independent AT systems. And the only thing is for the back is still doing the pivot, but I changed to the independent AT to the anchor systems. So the anchor systems, because I noticed that is the anchor system has much more better way to get your car slide back to the track. So which means for the AT system, the anchor still work better than the independent at the back. I'm just saying at the back, because for the independent, you need the two spring on the side. So which means when your rollers got hit, on the underguard got hit, it goes up, because there is a spring over there, so you're trying to push the plate back. So which means it's not be able to slide your car as smooth as the anchor system. So that's why I changed my mind. Okay, then you know what, if that's like work and that's even work better, why I'm not just doing that? So then I switched to the anchor system, but I still leave my own concept about the pivot. So I still doing the way I do it for the pivot, and also I do the block the limit the space for it, so it won't like shaking that much. So this is like the final version of the 6.0. okay, so I know there's really a lot of talking, but really just want to share with you guys. But if you have any questions, just leave your comment at the bottom. I will reply to you as soon as I can. And in this weekend, I also will join another group. They have a race as out of town. I will go there, and then if I have a chance, I will do a test run video for you guys, so you guys can see how this car actually runs at the track. Okay, so this is today's video. I will see you next time. Bye.